What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be going over some of the best Black Friday deals for Nintendo Switch games, accessories, and everything else that you're going to need for this holiday season. And I've done videos like this a few times now, so it's not like something brand new, but something that is brand new is how I went about choosing these things, and I didn't. My girlfriend is mostly clueless about video games, much like the average consumer. On an average weekend, I play more hours of video games than she has in her entire life. That's the reason she is perfect for choosing these accessories. So whether you're choosing something for yourself, significant other, child, adult, grandparent, nephew, dog walkers, babysitter, whatever it is, there's gonna be something in here for you. In Animal Crossing, she didn't get past the tutorial. Okay, we're starting with controllers and peripherals for the Nintendo Switch. First up is the PowerA Enhanced Wireless Controller. I think I have this one. And the fact that I got this in, what's the copyright year? 2018. It's been one of my favorite third-party controllers with mappable buttons at the bottom, and the same exact controller is still being sold. Hi, Editing Austin here. Since I got my first controller in 2018, they've changed it that way. Instead of using AA batteries, it's now rechargeable, so that's the update that they've made in the last 5 years, which I think is great. MSRP is 60 bucks, and this is gonna be $42. This is a pretty darn good controller. It's not an amazing controller, it's also a little bit bigger than the actual Nintendo Switch Pro controller. You're able to hold this really, really well and really easily. This one, the PowerA Enhanced Wireless Controller, a deal for $41, better pricing than the original Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This one is one of the best controllers ever made, but if you need a second player wireless Pro controller for Mario Party or something else like that, it's a great option. I have this exact controller, and it's a good controller. I'm not joking here.
Okay, so I'm starting off strong.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Next controller is... Is this because I was just talking about that one fits larger hands?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the Nintendo Switch Nano controller with a compact design. I actually already bought one of these for myself because I thought it was so adorable and maybe would make me better at games because I have, you know, tiny little girl hands. My hands are massive on it though. Now I know how big construction worker guys feel when they hold controllers. These controllers are wired only. There is no wireless option. It does come with an 8-foot cable, which is quite long, but for a younger gamer, this is a great tiny little controller. I wouldn't recommend someone who's gonna be playing a lot of hours on this just because the buttons feel very light and they're gonna hurt your hands after a long time of playing. But if you're playing for a long time, then you're gonna invest in a better controller. It's great for family Mario Kart night and, you know, the 5-year-old gets his own controller. This is the controller for them. It also comes in Tom Nook style. Is this on sale for Black Friday?
It sure is. That Best Buy, $4.99.
What's the MSRP?
23.
This is an alright $23 controller. It's an amazing $5 controller. Heck, maybe just go buy 4 of them anyways. For every young child you have, buy one of these controllers for $5. You can't go wrong. Yeah, no, $5 is great.
I know. I was really proud of that one.
This is the same exact controller, babe,
It looks so good.
as this one. But you bought it because it looks cooler.
Precisely.
So this one's Mario themed and this one is black themed. I would not recommend you go and get one of the flashier ones compared to a regular Nintendo Switch controller, and at $10 less, I would not recommend getting a third-party one. For $30 less, yes. That's true, she doesn't know anything about gaming and...
Proving it.
Okay, you said we were done with controllers. No, this is definitely a controller. Oh, the split pad attachment set. This is actually something I wanted to go buy. I have been using the Hori Split Pad Pro forever. I love the Split Pad Pro. These are passive Joy-Cons, so you cannot remove these and play with them. Instead, you just have to hold them on here. They have built-in turbo features for hold down the button for turbo, or it will just automatically keep it held down. And there's programmable buttons on the sides. These are phenomenal. Instead of you having to hold your hands like this with the Joy-Cons, having them out, so much better. This takes it a step further and makes it so you can detach them, and then you put on this center adapter, and then this center adapter is then a wired controller for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, and it turns out that this wired set also has headset and audio controls, so that's neat too. What's the price on this?
$79.99.
Oh, that's a rough one. Is it on sale? Yes and no. $4 off on Amazon for Black Friday. The regular split pad without the center adapter, $39.99. And actually, probably this is why I held off buying this. For $80, I really can't justify an additional $40 just for this middle adapter. Are we still on peripherals?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, just let me see it. This is a virtual reality headset for Switch and Switch OLED. Do you know the story behind this? Do you know what this is? This is the Nintendo Labo.
Okay.
It's a $70 cardboard box that you buy. You take the cardboard apart and then you build a virtual reality headset. The Nintendo Switch slides into here and then you play games with it attached in handheld mode on your face. But it's not really virtual reality, and it's rough because of the pixel density is so not great on the Nintendo Switch. So this is an alternative to that small gimmick. The Orzly. All right. It's very tight. It's hurting my eye holes. It doesn't sit very well position-wise on the head. These straps are cutting into my ears a little bit. Yeah. This still works exactly as horrible as I remembered it working. Oh, okay. Yep. This is something that's a novelty. It will definitely wear off pretty quickly. How much was this?
$39.
$40 for a piece of plastic that straps my Nintendo Switch to my head.
Yes, but it could be found on Mercari for resale for like $25.
Is it weird that the $25 or the $45 is a better alternative to this $70 piece of cardboard?
Very.
Here, you try it.
Let's throw up.
Virtual reality headset for Nintendo Switch. It is a $40 accessory for a 5-minute gimmick that you're not going to enjoy. Yeah, I'm ready. Just, gotta take a little Dramamine after that.
Speaking of gimmicks you might not enjoy.
Oh! It's the Nintendo Labo giant robot kit. We did not rehearse this. This is not planned or anything else. Please tell me this is discounted. There's no way they could still be selling this at MSRP.
$4.99.
Okay, that's not horrible. So $15 off for the Nintendo Labo VR. This is the robot kit. The robot kit is something that takes like 4 hours to put together. It's just a whole bunch of cardboard that gets attached. And then you control a giant robot who walks through a city. It's more about building it than experiencing it, kind of like playing with Lego bricks. If you and the kids have 4 or 5 hours to do absolutely nothing on a rainy Sunday, this is definitely an option. Labo was a cool, neat gimmick for a while. Never ever buy this at MSRP. Never ever buy it used because it's going to be missing stuff. That's all I got to say about that. What's up next? Oh! It's the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I actually kind of wanted to get this.
Me too.
I've just never have. So this comes in Mario and Luigi version. You basically set up an obstacle course around your room, and there's a little camera on the back of the cart. It's gonna see your environment, and it's gonna draw a track into place. If you have like a good amount of room, or like able to go between a few rooms or an open floor layout, I've seen people make some amazing looking courses. It's sort of like a dumbed down version of Mario Kart 8, kind of like what you would experience at a local arcade, the Mario Kart race arcade thing, if you've ever seen that. $125 MSRP, and for Black Friday, $110 on Amazon. That's still a little steep. I mean, if this ever goes down to like $80, absolutely. I'm still a little nauseous from the VR headset. Considering that you can buy a used Nintendo Switch Lite for the same price, that you're gonna get a lot more hours of enjoyment. In the same way that you can spend 4 hours on a Sunday afternoon setting up a robot with a cardboard, you can do this, but you also have the added advantage of you could break it down and make a new kit. 3 kids who are gonna be able to play together and like have a lot of fun constructing these courses. I remember when I was in school, I would sit down with a notepad and pen and like draw out a course that I think would be cool in Super Mario Kart because I didn't have a Super NES because my dad only bought me a Sega because he didn't love me enough. Oh, by the way, you still have to have a Nintendo Switch to play this. We're keeping this. I'm playing this.
I actually was excited.
We're gonna make a course around the tree. Ready for the wild card.
Well, a wild card.
A wild card. 3D printing filament. Did you buy me a 3D printer?
No. Open it.
Oh! I've seen this. This is a cup holder, JoyCon holder for the Nintendo Switch, which seems like such a fun little niche concept here. Hang on, let me grab some Joy-Cons. Am I doing this wrong? Oh no, there we go. Okay. You know, the first time's always the tightest. Can of Arizona Arnold Palmer. This is a little rough when it's near full. Now this is this added weight on my hands. And also, if I move my hands too much, I'm just gonna be pouring, you know, Arnold Palmer on my hands, which, I mean, I love an Arnold Palmer. It's all the excitement of iced tea with all the comfort of lemonade, but like, I get the novelty. I do. If we're talking about adults doing Mario Kart or anything, you're going to definitely be like, when you're definitely gonna spill on yourself. You bought some really weird stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's from Etsy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, how much was it? $18. To be fair, it is a lot of plastic in the first place. Oh, you can see one of the Joy-Cons already slid down a little bit. Would not recommend. This is the Oivo asymmetrical grip with adjustable stand compatible with N-S and N-S OLED. I'm very familiar with this type of product. This is a Switch grip, like the one from Satisfy, which solved the only problem I ever had with it, which is you couldn't ever dock your Nintendo Switch with Switchgrip Pro, but now you can. Let's take a look at this one, which is clearly a knockoff of this because I've known these guys since they were on Kickstarter. And the guy who owns the company, just real chill dude, just sends me over the new stuff. He's like, if you want to review it, cool, go for it. But honestly, I just use it all the time. And every time I travel, it always comes with a traveling case and I end up using that. Oh, this feels very thin in comparison. And there's a kickstand and it holds 5 Nintendo Switch cartridges, because, you know, whenever you're playing on the go, you definitely need 6 games with you. Problem with the Nintendo Switch and the OLED is that the OLED is ever so slightly wider. So the non-OLED, it has all this wiggle room here, and it floats a lot. And then I would never recommend actually putting your cartridges into a holder like this. And then anytime you have to dock it, you have to take it out. How much was this? $17. And 10% off on Black Friday, so it's, let's say, 15 and change. On the Satisfy website, the zengrip Pro is $34 with their Black Friday deal. The Ronin, which is the one I'm talking about that docks, is $67. I also messaged him, and you could use promo code AustinJohn for 10% off, and then you could shave off another, what, $6.50. So you're looking at $60 out the door, versus how much was this?
$17.
But it doesn't come with a case, and it's flimsy. Let's say the case is worth $20. I would rather pay more for my $350 gaming console to not feel so wobbly. By the way, guys, if you made it this far in the video, my girlfriend, her name is Nicolette. If you want to see more things reviewed and more gift ideas based on a girl picking out things for a gamer boyfriend, leave comments down below. Address her by name. She can search your name and see comments just for her. So, NICOLETTE, 2 T's. 2 T's. She's particular about that. Okay, what's next? 2 separate orders. You're convinced came from the same person. 2 of nearly the same thing. What? There's so many things in here. This goes in here, and this goes in here. Goes on top of here, and for some reason there's a paper clip.
Then your Pokeball goes in there, and it's a step counter.
Why does this require power? Okay, so here is my Pokeball Plus that has a auto catcher 3D printed around it. Show me what the diagram looked like. Okay, I got it. What's the purpose of this again? Put out a tweet asking if anyone knows the purpose of something like this. Shaking counts as interaction with the Pokemon who's currently taking for a walk in Sword and Shield, and you can get rare candy, which you can use to power up Pokemon or sell for money. Not compatible with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shine and Pearl, Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. So the last 4 Pokemon experiences, it's not compatible with. Supposedly you can hatch eggs with it, but for how loud it is, I would not recommend that. I would not recommend that at all. It is so loud. What's next? This is a Nintendo Switch case that holds, I'm guessing now, a Nintendo Switch, 2 Pro controllers, your dock, and 2 Joy-Cons with the Joy-Con grip. But it looks like a Pokeball. Oh, and it has shoulder strap options. I'm guessing there's a shoulder strap in here. And little Pokeball style-esque zippers. And almost copyright-free cartridge holders, including Dr. Jigglypuff, Rectangular Plants vs. Zombies, Piki Eevee, and my favorite Pokemon, Up Arrow. The Nintendo Switch in handheld mode, I'm guessing here. We're figuring this out together. You and me, everyone here. All for one, one for all. There goes our Nintendo Switch. Okay, here's a dock. It very snugly fits in there. Pro controller. All right. With Joy-Cons on it. And what's bottom rectangle and bottom squares? Okay, Joy-Con rails, products that I constantly forget existed. Power adapter. Power adapter goes inside of here. It's very loose. And this actually isn't cut the way it looked like on the website, which there was also a hole for a Pokeball Plus. For some reason, we're gonna shove a Pokeball Plus into the Nintendo Switch dock. It also has an area up top for cables and stuff. This kind of thing is always what I call the away for weekend kind of box. You're gonna uproot everything from your house and you're gonna be going away for 4 or 5 days, whatever else, to a place with a TV for an Airbnb or vacation or something, and the kids, you want to be able to dock the Nintendo Switch in the room. Have seen a lot of cases, and for this one, I wouldn't pay more than $35 for it.
$63.
$63 for this?
Yeah.
It's okay-ish foam. This isn't like $63 foam. I've seen $63 foam. I've seen $600 foam. You saw the video of me taking a shower.
Yeah, I did.
In 2018, when I purchased this holds a Nintendo Switch, a dock, a small additional case for wires, power adapter and stuff, a Joy-Con holder, and a Pro controller, and 32 card slots for $38. Because of the branding of the Pokeball and the Pokeball-like characters, you're paying an additional $17 for that. I wouldn't recommend. Last item on the docket, before we show it off, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. There's gonna be links to everything down below if you have questions, you wanna go buy this. I'm also gonna be including links to my alternatives and things that I recommend. If you have questions for me, leave them down below. If you have questions for Nicolette, address her and leave it down below. The Zelda Collector's Box. Is this an official product? Okay, there's actually some pretty cool looking things in here. Every once in a while there's an official box released by Nintendo that includes random things like a notebook, a journal, a lot of pint glasses. We have a lot of Zelda pint glasses in the house. We have a wood pint stein. Is this real wood? This might be real wood. This is real wood. That's a nice emblem on there. Okay. And the middle of this is aluminum, so it still looks like it's gonna be easy to clean. Yeah, that's solid. Okay. Oh! Another! A molded ice tray. And the most important part of a molded ice tray like this is making sure that these are squishy enough that way you can make that room. They also have the Hylian crest at the bottom, so that's neat. A journal, built by Culture Fly. This looks like a silicone case for iPod Generation 1 with, other than the hand, everything is just sort of there enough. Socks, very important. And a hat. I hate the hat. This is a bad hat. Hat smells like fish food. Girls with good knockoff bags, you know what I'm talking about. This is a dope stein. I really like this. This socks? Okay, so this is actually how it ties shut. That's cool. Every page says The Legend of Zelda. We're a little blown out right now, so you're not gonna be seeing that. The molded ice tray. The AirPod case, if this is your exact version of AirPods, that's neat. This whole kit, somewhere between 50 and 70.
$29.99 at Target and $39.99 at GameStop.
30 bucks at Target and 40 bucks at GameStop. This is definitely something I would see sitting on the shelf at GameStop way longer than it should be. This alone is worth 30 bucks. And then I've seen AirPod cases for less than $30. I'm seeing a lot of official Nintendo licensed product. The box did not look legit. The box looked like the most bootleg thing possible. All of the items inside the box, these are real Nintendo products. And for $30 for all of them, if someone you know is a huge fan of Tears of the Kingdom, this is great. So Culture Fly, they do of the month clubs of gaming culture, pop culture in general. I'm surprised there was nothing in here that was like, oh, you know, to subscribe or something promoting the website.
Like hid it behind a bunch of plushies, and it just happened to catch my eye.
Oh.
I just happened to see the Z. I'm like, what's that?
Someone hit it in the wrong aisle.
Uh-huh.
Sort of like leaving your muffins on top of the apples to call dibs on it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sorry for the person at my local Target who definitely called dibs on this, and it's a cool thing.
How did I do?
How did you do? Guys, tell her how she did. If you guys like this, let me know. Maybe we'll do it for Christmas. Thank you so much for being here. Till next time, Austin John out.